Welcome to the Heat with Keats. I'm your host, Nikita Russell. Welcome to the podcast. We have a special episode today. I have a special guest.
Hello.
This is Alex. He is a TikToker and very interesting content that you have. But yeah, tell them about yourself real quick and introduce yourself to the
I'm
fans.
I'm not just a TikToker. I am an entertainer. I hope to get and one day grow from TikTok, but right now TikTok is the main thing that I'm doing. But yeah, I do TikTok. I tell the truth a lot, which a lot of people don't like, but thankfully you do, which is nice. And I just
Yep.
I get mad at the world and tell how dumb it all is and the politics of that and all the stuff that the average Canadian I'd like to assume doesn't like. I usually just rant about that and it works
Yep.
somehow. I don't know why, but it does, which is I'm very thankful for. So
Yeah, we'll plug your socials at the end. So how I found you was my brother sent me one of your recent TikToks. It was a incoming stitch with Doug Ford.
Yeah.
We'll show a little clip of that too. But yeah, tell us what kind of possessed you to be like, you know what, fuck this, man. And then you just started recording and ranting about it.
So I went on a trip out west last year, and we went to like a club out in Whistler, and there was a lot of stuff that I wasn't used to. I'm not a club person.
Yeah.
So when we came back home, I was like, dude, clubs are so whack. I'm gonna like make a video. And
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
made that video, and then I made like another one, and it got like a decent amount of views. And then around October or some like September, I was like, bro, I want a house. I want to own a fucking house.
Right.
And I can't. And I work, and it's not the best. It's not the highest payest job that I work. I work like at a restaurant. My brother works at a bank. He can't afford a house. My friend is in construction, so he literally builds houses, and he can't even afford a fucking house.
Right.
And I was setting my camera up, and I went off. I just screamed into the camera for like 10, 15 minutes about the housing prices are so dumb. Like I can't afford a house. I work all day. I live with my parents. People in Toronto that are spending $3,000 a month on rent. It's just
It's
so
wild.
ridiculous. It's
It's
awful.
wild.
It's just I was just like, landlords can take a souvenir Disney soda cup and shove it up their ass. Like
Yeah.
I just went off on this one video, and it ended up getting like
Yeah.
75, 100,000 views or something like that.
Yeah, it was
So
fantastic.
so
yeah.
since then, I just continue to do
Mhm.
videos like this, and sometimes I'll stitch Trudeau and it'll get views, and sometimes I'll stitch like Chrystia Freeland and it'll get views. And this time I stitched Doug Ford because he was talking about if you're not working, go get a job. And I'm like, bitch, I am working. Like, the fuck do you mean? And I can't afford a house, so I don't like,
Yeah.
huh? And my friends are working much higher paying jobs than me, and they still can't afford a house.
Yeah.
And we live out in rural friggin' Napanee.
Yeah, you're not even near the city.
Yeah,
where
and the average
prices
house in
are bad.
Napanee is like 500,000, and
Yes.
it's like a rundown
Yeah.
slums house. Like it's like or like in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
It's
right.
not that's not like one of these nice condos that we passed on the way here. There was quite a few nice houses. I was like,
yeah,
damn,
yeah.
never gonna live in one of those. Like, I
I
can't.
mean, yeah. Pickering is growing in real estate, and a lot of places are building more condos in real
Mhm.
estate. But it's like, why do you think this is? What do you think is the biggest cause of like this economic crisis, and why Canadians are suffering so much right now?
I I
Like, I don't even.
I
there's a
wish
lot of-
I wish I did know the to me it's just from what I've seen with my own research that I've been doing.
Yeah.
It's just like there's either just not enough houses, so you need to be building houses, or it's just greedy people wanting as much
Yeah,
money
greedy
as they can,
politicians,
which
for
is
sure.
definitely like you'll never. I hate greedy people, and yes,
I
it's
mean,
just
I think most honest working people or honest Canadians don't like greedy people,
yes,
right?
I would hope so at least at the
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's been so that side of like not like I've come to my parents to just be like, so I'm gonna be living here
Yeah.
for forever, and I really hope that you'll let me stay here. And I was just talking with my mother the other day, and she's like,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you live here without rent. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not gonna change, by the way. I'm saving up money to like leave you. Sorry. Like, oh,
Yeah. Were
but
you
yeah,
living by yourself before?
I lived by myself in Toronto for 4 years, and
Yeah.
I was very, very fortunate, and I love them to death. My landlords, they became like my second grandparents to me. My rent was
That's
only
great.
$475 a month.
How did you score that? Wow.
Because their whole process, which was which is what I just touched on about being greedy. It's like their whole process was, we want people to stay. Like we want
Yeah, for
people to
sure.
stay here,
Mhm.
give us give us money and pay, but like also we want to have a family kind of feeling. We want to get
Yeah.
along with you. We don't want you to be angry at us because you have to pay us so much money. So it was $475 a month for 4 years,
That's pretty
right
good.
up near Seneca College.
Yeah.
And just and because of that, I
That's a
was able to
deal.
stay in Toronto and pursue my film and television acting career. I got to do commercials and all that stuff, and that was all
That's
because
awesome.
people decided not to be selfish and focus on,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, price gouging the shit out of Canadians to pay off their mortgage. Like, that's your problem. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
not mine.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to, live and buy groceries.
Yeah.
That being said, I was so stretched for money at the time, starving actor, and I literally was starving. I would have like one meal a day,
Oh
and you can
man.
go back to like my old YouTube videos. There might have, because I didn't think I started TikTok. My old video, like my skin is just like just sucked right in and like hanging off my bones is
Oh
so bad.
man.
So I can't even imagine if we're gonna segue into like food now. You're
Mhm.
paying $2,500 for rent on food, or
Yeah.
or for rent, and then however much food is, which is just
No, it's ridiculous. The grocery prices are just like insane. And even in the TikTok that I liked, the TikTok that drew me to your page, you were also talking about taxes and stupid certain taxes that they're adding, like carbon tax
yeah.
specifically. And like they're probably gonna add like a sugar tax and a stupid like they're just it doesn't make any sense. And you were also mentioning how like you need your car to get to work.
Yeah.
So why are you being taxed for a vehicle that you need to even get to work?
Yeah.
Right.
The
Talk about that.
the carbon tax. I'm like my father's taxed to get to work. I'm taxed to get to work. That being
Yeah.
said, I ride a bike because I'm trying to be healthy and not as chubby as I am. But I was so like I ride my bike, but like my dad gets taxed to go to work. My brother gets taxed just to go to work because of the carbon tax, because of gas and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's a tax on pop, which probably is a good
That-
thing. Again, I should probably stop drinking so much pop, but ginger ale just tastes so good. There's a tax on video games now.
What?
Oh yeah, there's a video game tax. It's just so it's so ridiculous. I can't, and like, bro, I just want to play games with my friends, and I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
taxed for that.
Wait, what is that tax called?
I think it's just I don't know. You can probably
What is
see it's
that
just the
for?
video game tax, but my brother like said it to me a couple of days ago. He's just like, yeah, man, hope you enjoying that video game tax that
Yeah.
like we can't play.
Crazy.
Not only are we already paying more video game paying more money for video games because
Mhm.
we live in Canada, so the whole like changing prices of stuff because American made video games, and then but then
Right.
also taxing us on top of that. That's fantastic. Thanks. And it would be really nice if you could find a way for like Canada to make money without taxing the people an arm and a leg. Like that would be fantastic.
Yeah, it's
I
like
wouldn't mind.
do you think we're ever going to like recover from this economic crisis? Cuz I know that you probably watch a lot of videos, you probably listen to a lot of politicians, and you're probably forming your own opinions on that. So what do you think is going to happen?
I'm not a politician. I'm not the best with money. I'm
Yeah,
more
yeah.
of a stir the pot kind of guy. My brother is it. My brother's much more financially aware than I am.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen in videos, it's like there might be a chance for us to bounce back, depending
Yeah,
on who
I hope
gets
so.
elected. But it's just
Yeah.
I find it more along the lines of like I'm just gonna wait for either. And I've said this with my friends. I'm either waiting for the economy to crash, that way I can buy a house, so I haven't been spending my money.
Yeah.
Like I've been living with my parents and hoarding all my money unless I like
Yeah.
take them on vacation because they deserve it. They're harboring my ass, and I'm very loud sometimes.
Yeah.
But other than that, like yeah, we're just like waiting for us. It's like, well, we can't wait for the market to crash. That way I can buy a house. As for things getting back to normal like they were 10 years ago, I don't think that'll ever
Yeah.
happen, regardless of who's in charge.
I notice what irks me a little bit is like I guess I'm grateful to our parents and the older generation, but also like I think that they judge millennials and Gen Z for not being able to I guess have their own properties.
Yeah.
Like a lot of us are living at home,
Yeah.
and they're like, well, when I was your age, I was working. You were, back in the day, like you could work at a grocery store, you could work, like at a car shop, and you could still afford a house. You could get married, you could have kids, you could afford a life. And I feel like our generation is not even choosing to have children because people feel like they literally are not going to be able to afford it, and the older generation are judging us for that.
Yeah. I mean,
What's your thoughts on that?
well, for the older generation, it's like it's not like I don't want a house, bud.
Yeah.
I'd love to not live with my mom. I'd love to walk around my house
They
in my
feel like
underwear,
we're
and I can't do.
lazy.
Yeah.
I think they think we're entitled and lazy, which some of us are.
Some of us, 100%. There are some lazy ass millennials and Gen X's.
Gen Z.
I'm Gen Z. Yeah, and that was a car. And there was but there's like some
You're Gen
lazy.
Z?
I'm Gen Z.
I'm
I was
Gen
born in 1998.
Okay.
So yeah,
Oh
that's
damn.
Gen Z. Yeah, I'm not a millennial.
Yeah, so like that's nuts because I feel like it's a little bit like, well, they expect us to be where they were at a certain age in their mid 20s and 30s. Like my parents had me in their mid 20s
Yeah,
and they had a place and they were like family planning at that time.
yeah.
And now people are like, "No, well fuck that. I don't wouldn't even know
No,
if we can even have a
yeah.
family."
I mean, I'm at a loss of
That's
love
not
in my
fair.
life, so I'm not planning about kids right now. I'm trying to like
Yeah.
find the woman, but that kids are definitely not the last thing on my mind.
Yeah.
I can't even
And
afford
our
to
parents
take care
were
of
our
myself, much
age.
less my, you know.
Yeah, and they were
Yeah,
our age when they were, like had their first kid and stuff and hadn't purchased their first mortgage. It's like, Susan, you could get your first house for 25, $1,000 at the time. So it's just kind of strange how, like, these properties here are like, I think most of the houses you probably pass driving into Pickering probably worth 1 million, $2 million.
yeah. There were some. Yeah, there was some nice stuff, and there's
How are
there's
we
like
ever
the
gonna
odd
afford
house
that?
in Napanee that'll get to that
Yeah,
range, but
yeah.
it's
The
still
closer
four
to
hundred
the
thousand
city.
dollars is not something I've ever made before. Like there's no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it's tough. So, like that's just like really who do you think has it worse though? Do you think Canada's like under a lot of stress and it's problematic here versus the States? Or do you think
Oh,
the States
a
is,
100%. The
you think
change.
it's
I've
worse
I've
here?
seen videos on TikTok of people comparing houses that are literally just across the river on Niagara Falls. The
No
price difference
way.
is insane. It's so bad.
Really?
Oh, like, and I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars in price range difference from the videos that I've seen. That being said, there's
Yeah.
also plenty of Americans that have seen my TikTok that have complained the same thing. That like
Yeah, yeah.
in America, it's the same as well. We're also struggling. We're also but from what I have seen on like comparing sites near specifically Niagara Falls, there is a difference, a dramatic difference in price range, but it's still
And the
still
quality of the
dumb.
homes between the two are probably the same.
Oh yeah. And if anything, the Canadian house is worse, is in worse shape.
You think it's gotten worse after the pandemic?
Oh yeah. No.
So COVID really did, like, we're not, yeah, COVID really caused a lot of these problems.
Oh yeah, and we're still reeling from that, which
Yeah.
sucks, and is because it just wasn't handled properly, in my opinion, as well as certain people that decided not to do
Canadian
certain.
leaders
Yeah,
specifically.
exactly. And there could have been a much better way that they could have set things up to be better, but they
Yeah.
just decided to be lazy for the first 3-6 months and then be like, oh, we'll just give money away, which some people took advantage of, which I don't blame them
Yeah.
for that. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me? You were
yeah.
starving. You weren't at
I
work.
mean, some people are like, the shoplifting is even like gone up, like just in Ontario because people can't afford diapers.
It's
and
funny
certain
that you
things.
mentioned that because
It's
I made a
crazy.
video back in January for TikTok
Yeah.
about that specific thing. If I see someone shoplifting, no, I didn't, and neither did you. You didn't see anyone because, like, especially if it's like an old person stealing food or like stealing diapers. Like, if someone's
Yeah.
shoplifting, a 65-incher, TV, is like,
That's a bit
put
much.
put that shit down. But if you're
That's a bit
if you're
much.
stealing baby food and diapers, my guy, feed your fucking kids. You'll never catch me being like, it was that one there. No, I'm not, like, never.
Yeah,
Feed your
I agree. If someone's stealing even medicine,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
from like I'm
TikTok banned the shit out of that video within 24 hours. It was gone.
which video?
Video. I
The
made a
video
video
that
of like I didn't see anyone stealing food
That's
because
ridiculous, right?
and they just took that off and be like, you're promoting illegal. I'm like, no, I'm promoting the survival of babies. I'm sorry.
Definitely.
And
Yeah, no, 100%. And families, people
Yeah.
have families. People are still, you can't rob people from wanting to have families.
Yeah. And then a lot of people's defense was like, oh, well, just you're stealing from the grocery store and they're going to raise prices more. I'm like, bro, they'll raise prices regardless. Why do you
Regardless.
think that they're stealing in the first place? Because they already raised the fucking prices.
Yeah.
So, like, have you ever tried not being selfish? We'll be fine. We'll be
Yeah.
fine if you just decide not to be a total
It
dick.
doesn't
But
it doesn't work like that. People
Yeah.
are starving and people can't even, I mean, like you said, people are still going to work and have jobs. I know people that work 40, 50-hour weeks
yeah.
and they still are kind of short on
My father works at Goodyear. He works shift work, and I could never do it again. I worked shift work for a summer, and I wanted to kill myself. It was like
Yeah.
I am not allowed to stay up past 10 o'clock. I will get grumpy, and I will be. But like, so my dad works shift work. He works at Goodyear. He makes decent money.
Yeah.
He still struggles. My brother helps him with bills sometimes, or I'll help him with bills. Not as much anymore because we've kind of like, but we help them pay off their mortgage because it was 4 of us
That's
together
awesome
working, which is
that
like
you do
super
that.
awesome. To the point where like they now have their trailer and they're gone for the weekend. They don't know that I'm here because
Well, you guys are good.
but, like,
Yeah, you're being good to your parents. And
Yeah.
that's
they
admirable,
brought me
so-
into the world, and as much as I don't want to be here right now, I'm very thankful that I get to like experience life because
I
food
mean,
tastes good and roller coasters are awesome. So
I
I
mean,
deserve to take care of them a little bit.
yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, like, yeah, Canada's in a shit state right now. I will agree. Trudeau, fuck you. I don't know what you're doing. But I came from South Africa. My family was born in I was born in Johannesburg. I'm Indian. I was born in South Africa, and like that comparing like being an immigrant and coming here, I am still grateful to be in Canada. I know it's in a shit state right now, but like comparing to other parts of the world, I would say that like there are other places that have way worse issues than we
Oh
do.
yeah,
So I'm very grateful to be Canadian. Like
yeah.
I am going to say that. Like I don't want to make it all negative about Canada, but like I am grateful to be here because I did come from a place where like we didn't have the certain privileges that we have here in education and stuff like that. So I'm grateful to my parents
Yeah.
about that. Just wanted to say a positive thing there. But yeah, otherwise, Trudeau, fuck you. But yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. So like I don't know how long it's gonna take for us to recover from this. And I don't know if you've heard this before, but we can talk about this. I want to hear your thoughts. I've been hearing that because I like conspiracies. I'm always into the dark side of TikTok. I always end up on the dark side
It
of
is a good
TikTok.
time.
I heard a theory that they are planning on another pandemic coming in like 2025, and apparently it's going to be called Sears or something. I don't know how true that is, but
Didn't they go bankrupt like not that long ago? The Sears store.
the Sears store. I don't know if it's like going to be named like Sears, like the Sears store,
Oh
but
damn, that's a
but-
huge opportunity if anyone's listening.
yeah.
Like,
No, for sure. But like, do you think that's possible? I don't know what
I've
what
heard
your thoughts are on the
rumblings
elites.
on like new pandemic.
Yeah.
Vaccines didn't do anything in the first place. Like they were all
That-
fake or they don't mean anything. Like I've heard so much shit, and I'm just like I just want to live and be happy.
Yeah.
I just
yeah, yeah.
I'm so tired of all of it. Like can I go back to when I was like in high school and thought that the world sucked? Can we go back to that
Yeah,
point?
yeah, because 2012 was a good year because, like,
Oh, I loved 2012.
Yeah, 2012, I feel like everything was nice.
Yeah, man.
2016, everything was great.
2016 was pretty chill. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
like-
2012 I went to church camp. That was a great year.
Yeah.
2016 I moved to Toronto and did my first theater show. That was a great year. 2020 poo water. 2019 was sucked too, but I won't. That's other reasons. That
Yeah. No, I actually agree with you. After 2020, after that, man, like everything has not been the same. I noticed some people still wear masks.
sheep.
Yes.
I can't. No, because
Why are you
I'll
wearing
see people
masks?
too, and I'm like, "Are you coughing? No. Are you sick? No. Fucking take it off." Like yeah.
Definitely.
Like,
I know the air quality has been pretty bad from the wildfires.
yeah, sure.
but-
That's fine. But like
But, like,
I've seen people
how is
in
that-
fucking winter wearing masks. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, you're fine. If
Yeah,
you're not
take
if you
it-
haven't died yet, you're good. You don't have to worry about it. You're good to go.
I mean, I see people walking. I see people walking on the street, and they're nowhere near like populated areas, and they're still wearing a mask.
I'd go out.
I could
I'd
never
tell them
let
to go
myself
outside, but
do
they
that.
clearly already were. So but get some fresh air into your lungs. That's not through a mask. You'll be okay.
Yeah, you'll be okay. And I think that like I think a lot of Canadians are docile, and they
Oh, yeah.
and they want to submit to their government.
Yeah.
They want to take the vaccine. They want to be good Canadians and good citizens, but sometimes people they don't think further than that. It's
No.
like their pineal gland is like calcified, and they're not thinking outside of the box. They're not thinking they're just submitting to their government. They're not questioning the vaccine, which I don't even think was a vaccine. I think personally it was just a booster shot. And I don't think that I think people are you're like you said, they're just sheep. And I feel bad for people because they think that they're doing the right thing. They think that they're protecting themselves. So platforms like TikTok are very helpful.
Yeah.
And I don't like it when they ban certain content when you're speaking your mind and
Oh yeah.
teaching people or pushing people to think outside of the
Yeah,
box.
like every once in a while, I might tell a politician to kill themselves, and I understand why it ends up getting banned. Like, I get it for that reason. But there's other times where I'm very, very clean on my TikToks, and I'm just like, yo, this is dumb. You're dumb. It's all stupid.
Yeah.
Don't trust it. Do whatever you want to do. But my opinion is no. I also, side note, I'm just like looking down. I know that I'm like, there's no camera there, and I just end up looking.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
doorway.
'cause you're focused, you're focused.
So I'm like focused, and I'm not looking at the camera, and I'm not. I'm just, but I was
No,
just
no, that's cool.
anyway. But
No worries
just
about
the
that.
like the amount of. I lost my train of thought. I'm
He's
sorry.
isn't Trudeau passing a bill like this, the bill to censor?
Bill C11.
Yeah.
Oh, my views have tanked since that's come around.
What do you
I
mean?
think it's around. I think it's officially passed now. But I used to like I've gotten views. I've had videos that I've gotten 100,000 views,
Yeah,
300,000 views because I made one about self defense laws in Canada because self defense laws are Canada are fucking dumb. And
I agree with that.
and so I used to get like 100,000, 300,000 views, and then I started chirping the Canadian Parliament like kind of like a Letterkenny chirps Shoresy kind of thing, and I did those, and they're really good videos, and they get like 2,000 views, and that
So
was
it
like
really,
right
the
after.
bill is working then.
Oh, either that or just someone in a higher up position in the government has seen my videos and doesn't want them to be seen. Like that video that you saw
Ooh.
of me stitching Doug Ford,
Yeah.
someone stitched that video. It, as of this morning, has over 600,000 views, bro. I've never reached that. It's
That's
just someone
almost a million
stitching my
views.
fucking video, and which I'm fine with. Like it got seen, and I'm not that kind of guy to be like,
Whoa.
oh, I want the like, I do want the followers, I do want to grow. I would love to do this for a living, but I'm just happy that it got seen. It got seen by over
Yeah.
600,000 people.
Yeah, that's almost a million.
My regular video by itself is only 30,000. And why is that? Because
Wow.
I don't. So Bill C11's definitely either working or someone's got it out for me. I don't know what it is, but like it's so
Yikes.
it's sketchy.
Yeah.
It's sketchy, and I'm slightly uncomfortable, but at the same time, what are they gonna do?
It's
I live in a small town
free,
in
It's
nowhere.
eliminating free speech. That's why I like that's why I like that Elon Musk bought Twitter. Um,
If only I like gave a shit about Twitter in the first
yeah,
place.
I like Twitter. Yeah, no, oh man, like I don't like censoring content creators because me
No.
myself as a content creator, I don't want certain things to be taken down. Like I'm a musician,
Yeah.
so sometimes my own music will be removed from TikTok, which I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand
No,
that.
and I think part of it is also like their whole like TikTok's whole algorithm bot system that uses to ban things is just needs to definitely be looked at and updated.
Yeah,
Because there's times where like I'll comment on my own video and then my own comment will get banned. I'm like, bro, this guy,
your comment.
this
your own
person
comment
called me
got banned.
the bad word for like the F word, not fuck like the other one, and I just called
Oh.
him a bitch, and I'm getting my comment removed. Fuck off! Like I don't understand.
Uh-oh.
And also, I'm straight, so that doesn't work on me. But anyway, that's just like so. It's just the amount of or they'll also go through. This happened back when I was doing a theater show in I want to say April. Yeah, I think like April or March.
Yeah.
I woke up one morning and I went to bed. Woke up. 4 of my videos were banned. Some of them weeks, months old.
Yeah.
Because they wanted me off the platform. And I went through and I did the work and I appealed every single one. And they're just like, yeah, no, we made a mistake. I'm like, no, you didn't make a mistake.
They did it on
Someone wants
purpose.
me gone off the fucking platform.
Maybe someone's reporting you.
I mean, I piss off a lot of people.
So maybe they go out of their way to report you.
I mean, just this past weekend, I made a video about some not so nice people at my place of work, and they got mad and like flagged the shit out of my videos. So, and I reposted it
Whoa.
and it got banned again. So 2 of my videos got banned to the point where I got strikes. I'm like, I don't want to get banned again. And
No,
then
I
the
don't- and
next
I
day
don't-
they banned I made a submarine video about all the billionaires going down in the submarine. I made fun of that, and that video was up for a solid 2 weeks, and then they just banned it.
So
yesterday.
some of your content is just removed and it's not coming back.
Nope.
Can you
I
talk about the submarine video because I didn't see that one.
the submarine video?
Tell us about that one.
It was basically just like I'm good. That was basically the whole like which. So basically, it was just a bunch of billionaires went down a submarine and died, and not a single average person cares. Like good. Like everyone was gonna be like, oh, we have to look for them. Oh, we have to look for them. Like you have to waste my tax dollars finding some dumbass billionaire that decided to go 20,000 leagues under the sea in a steel box. Like I don't.
The
how about you
expedition
feed
was a bit much. Like,
Yeah.
why would you go see? Just watch the movie. Don't.
Right? Yeah, I know. It's like
don't.
it's never
And
been.
we were talking about that.
It's
before.
never been one of my top 10 things to go and see a rusty old 100-year-old piece of boat.
Yeah.
Like it's just, and if you're that bored, you deserve to like, be in extreme peril.
That story was very sensationalized for 2 weeks and it blew up all
Yeah.
over TikTok. But maybe I think sometimes when certain things go on the news and the media, I think it's a distraction for other things.
Oh, 100%. Like I know that there was other stuff going on, but I don't remember because it was like 2 weeks ago, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I famously don't care. I just want to I just spew shit that I don't like, and then I forget about it the next day, and then I just like try to keep on with, So I know I remember seeing something, but
Mhm.
everyone was talking about this dumbass submarine, and I'm like, bro. more important shit going on. Like we got
Yeah,
a
more
whole ass
important
war
things.
in the Europe, and we're worried about some fucking submarine. Like
Yeah, we have our own Canadians starving.
that too. Yes, and I think that was coming around the same time or just before the submarine of the
That
amount
was
of
like about two
Canadians
weeks
that are
ago.
like
Yeah.
paying for meals out of their own pocket in Ukraine because we're not sending them money for fucking food or we're not sending them food. It's like, bro, they're dying for us. They're
Mm.
fighting for us. We can't fucking feed them. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
No,
I
this
and
is
I thought for a long time that I wanted to be part of the army. Never, never.
Oh, really? Eh?
Oh, that was yeah. When I was in high school, I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go to the army and I'm gonna like be a badass soldier. And then around grade 12, I was like, I don't like being told what to do, and also I don't like being told go and die for some
Yeah,
POS.
for probably a greedy cause, like
Right? Yeah, exactly.
money and stuff. I wanted to go in the military too.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go into the Air Force,
Nice.
but I failed.
Oh.
I literally took the military assessment. My dad took me to Oshawa, and I had to take the assessment, and I failed the aptitude test. And my eyesight's bad, so I can't fly. I couldn't fly planes, and I wanted to be in the Air Force really bad. But see, I didn't mind being told what to do at that time.
Oh yeah, no.
So,
I got sick of being told what to do a long time ago.
yeah. So that's good. I like the free thinking, and I hope that they don't remove TikTok or take it away or anything like that because
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from TikTok, and I don't think it's the Chinese trying to spy on us.
No.
At all. I think like I've learned recipes on TikTok. I've
Yeah.
learned about conspiracies on TikTok. I've learned about people. I'm bringing people to my
Hi.
podcast from TikTok, right? So I hope that they don't. The
I
banning
think the main thing about
is,
TikTok is that they're scared about how much information people can now
Oh,
learn.
yeah,
Like
and
the
access
trucker
to.
protest. I didn't get any of my news from regular source media. No. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
all, It was
same,
all TikTok.
same,
It was all TikTok.
same.
And the amount of people like, oh, the news said this. I'm like, bro, go on TikTok right now. There's
Yeah.
thousands of videos of people actually there, all
Reporting.
dancing, all chill, all happy, And then the videos came out of the lady getting trampled by horses, and everyone's being like, "Oh, that was like they provoked them." And then there's like a video of them all just standing still, and then just they march the horses up and trample a lady.
Oh my
And
god.
like you'd never in a million years convince me that TikTok is bad because
No, it's
it's
not.
bad because you don't want people to see how how much of an asshole you are or how badly you're treating the Canadian people.
Yeah,
Like
for
the
sure.
Canadian people I said this in my Canada Day video just to put bit of positivity
Yeah.
in this video.
Yeah.
Canada's a beautiful place, and the people, as long as they're not from Toronto or Ottawa, are fantastic. Some Ottawa
What's
people
wrong
are
with
nice.
Okay, the politicians. Yeah.
The politicians.
And
the
Toronto's
politicians.
incredibly
And then
liberal.
Toronto's like I would live when I lived in Toronto for 4 years. Everyone was so mean to me, and
Oh,
but everyone
why?
would come up to me and ask me for directions, like I knew where the fuck I was going,
Yeah.
because
That's
I
not nice.
smiled back then. I wore plaid and smiled and looked friendly, and then people would come up to me like, "Do you know where this is?" I'm like, "I have no idea. I'm new here, but let's figure it out together." And then by year 4, I was just like, "Don't fucking talk to me. Don't
Yeah.
look at me.
Um,
Don't engage at all." So it's just yeah. But so the Canadian people are fantastic, and if you watch TikToks on news of people just there, you know that they're being sincere and they're real. And that trucker protest was so beautiful to watch. All the videos that were coming
and
through.
Americans were actually very proud of us.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no, not
with
just
the,
like America. Like I saw a bunch of
Can,
Australians.
can we maybe close the door? Because
Someone's working on something, building a fence, cutting down some trees.
I think that's my neighbor, probably cutting some logs or something.
good for him.
Yeah.
Heat your house or whatever it is you're doing.
I love hardworking people. I mean, like hardworking men. So
Damn, she's gonna hate me because I'm a lazy
no.
motherfucker.
I mean, like when men build stuff. Like I like the idea like of strong men again.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I did my years in construction and it was good time and I liked the body that I had, but I also I really like not being extremely sore at the end of the day. So I'm very thankful for all the people that work very hard, but my limit to soreness is now just going to the gym in the morning. That way I feel better about myself. Otherwise
Well-
it's just YouTube, it's just TikTok. I'm done with that hard work.
Well, you know what? I think like you have a very good chance of your TikTok taking you further, and I want them to bring the creator fund. Do you know about that?
Create
Because I know that in other countries TikTokers are making a lot of money,
oh yeah.
but for some reasons Canadians are not allowed to.
I don't know. I know
I
that
don't-
Chris MC, I think that's her name. She's the most followed TikToker in Canada, and she makes money. I don't know if she makes it directly from TikTok, but like because she has 9 million followers or so, like she's
How
the
does that work? Is it from the followers that you have, or is it from the content? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out.
because I'm not at that point yet. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
but
trying
I
to
will
figure that
gladly
out
let you
too.
know once I find that out.
Yes, please.
But I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
like she gets sponsored all the time. Like she does Vessi shoes stuff and a bunch of other
Okay,
stuff.
so like
And then
a
she has her
ambassador.
YouTube channel, which she makes money from that, which is a creator program. So which I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah, we don't have the creator fund. I know if you go live, people can send you gifts. People can. Have you gone live before?
I haven't gone live before because I don't know what I do. Like I don't want to like scream at people while I'm live. Like it just but I said it just in my last video. Like, hey, I reached 15,000 subscribers. Should I go live? I don't know what I do. I guess we'll just talk.
I
And,
think yeah, you can just respond to people and just
Yeah.
like if they ask you questions about anything, you
Yeah.
just respond to each person and like the more views you get, I think the more people that tune into your live, I think you can get coins or something, and then you can battle with other creators. You can go live with actually yes, you could go live with other people and then debate.
Oh.
If I don't know if you'd be into that. I've done that a couple times.
I don't know. I
Um,
think I'd end up just getting really emotional and like screaming at the guy until either they quit or like
Yeah.
I quit because they're
that's
just
what
deciding to be stubborn.
But that's probably where your money is going to come from.
That's
is from
true.
those kinds of sensational videos.
I'm at the point now where it's like I'm anxious 90% of the time because I'm afraid that I'm gonna piss so many people off. I'll just get canceled entirely.
No.
But at the same time, it's like, nah, people love to hate people. People love to watch other people be mad as well.
Yeah.
So it's very,
yeah, it's
it's very
entertaining.
helpful that I can like bring out an anger that doesn't reside in me normally, like which is very good.
No, yeah, but yeah, back to the TikTok thing. I really enjoy going on there because I've learned way more from there than I've learned from CP24 or like watching
yeah.
TV.
No, I don't watch.
I even got my mom on TikTok, like getting
Good.
like the older generation to get on there and like
Yeah.
watch videos. Have you been putting your I guess your TikTok videos into reels on Instagram? Or do you find just TikTok
Instagram's
is
not my cup of tea. I
Yeah.
put one video on there, and then someone got pissed at me, and then made a video back, and then like,
really?
oh yeah, and it got like over 2,000 views, and my TikTok I don't give a shit about. So my small little video of like 5 views just got absolutely demolished by this person who got upset. I was just like, yeah, no, Instagram's not for me, bro. Because to get people to migrate from TikTok to anywhere else is like impossible. Like I tried to get because I have
Actually, yeah,
13,000
that's
followers
true.
on TikTok. I was like, can you guys follow my YouTube? Because I like the content I make on there. TikTok's me just mad. Go over to like the happy side of
What's
YouTube. I
what's
think.
on your YouTube stuff?
It's just gaming stuff for the most. It's just gaming.
gaming.
And we'll talk some rancid shit on there too. Like we'll talk about
Yeah.
but it's more along the lines of like we're playing a game and we're also talking about life. It's
With gaming, it's more comedy too.
exact yeah, and I love comedy. I do like making people laugh. And my angry videos are I try to make sure that there is definitely comedy in them. That way it's not just me being angry. Some people refuse to see the comedy in that.
See, the thing that got me and my brother when we were watching your video, the Stitch one, was I did find it funny.
Yeah.
I was laughing.
Thank you. That's good.
Because the thing is, there's truth in jester. There's
Yeah.
truth in jest, and I was like, damn, this guy's going off. Like, I need to see more of this stuff. Because it's the truth, right?
I love telling the truth.
Yeah.
I said it. The truth will set you free, regardless of whether you believe in the Bible or not. It's a fantastic just thing.
Yeah.
It's telling the truth is so good because not only do you feel good about telling the truth, but the truth pisses off a lot of people, and I feed off of that shit. Like the
Yeah.
amount of paragraphs I'll get in comments of my videos being like, you know, you can't tell them it's I'm like, it's the truth. I'm not lying, dude.
No.
Like I can't.
Yeah,
What do
it's
you want
facts.
from me, man? I'm not.
People
gonna
are
lie.
highly sensitive these days. You can't say certain things. I'm certainly scared to say certain things on the podcast because I don't want to get I don't want the wrong kind of attention, and I don't want my.
I think as
podcast
long as you
to
don't,
move.
go around saying racial slurs and that you want to kill babies, I think you're pretty good. Like you can get
Oh,
away with a
God.
lot of shit nowadays. People are done with the whole like.
I mean, people are advocating though for killing babies.
Oh,
Is-
that's
is-
okay.
is
Well,
their abortion.
Don't don't kill
that's
babies
so
that are
bad.
clearly here on Earth, living and breathing, and then
I'm pro-life, but 'cause I'm conservative and I'm try to be like faithful to my Christian beliefs. But,
yeah. I mean I'm also against killing babies, but like.
Yeah,
At the end of the
I
day,
mean-
I can't force you to do anything.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
mean, we
against
do
killing
live.
children.
Yeah, we do live in a very liberal society right now, so you have to be careful with what you say, how you present it. But I'm very happy that like there are some TikTokers like yourself that are still saying the truth, and I really don't want them to remove certain videos. But a random question: would you ever move back to Toronto?
Fuck no.
Why?
God no. Oh, it's just
Do you find like besides
It's
it being a liberal,
a
like overly liberal city,
it was the loneliness and the people. Like, so I tried to be an actor.
lonely in a 2 million 2 million population city? That's see that's
It
pretty sad.
yeah, no, it was very. Luckily, I had so I when I moved to Toronto, I had my uncle who was a pastor at a church,
Yeah,
and I went to that church for a long time, that was fantastic. Sunday was the best day of the week
awesome.
because it was the community, and I got to eat, which was great because
Church food is great.
church
Yeah,
food is great,
church food's
and
good.
I'd come every week, and then they'd be like, Alex, you weigh 100 pounds, eat some fucking food, and so like so that was nice. But like as I said, like I was trying to be an actor, so I did theater school,
And
and
Toronto's a great place for that.
yeah, and I got tons of auditions, but I would never get cast because I'd walk in looking like I'd wear jeans, and I'd wear what I think I looked nice in, which was like jeans and plaid shirt, and I got the baseball
Yeah.
hat, and I'd
Aw.
talk, and of course I'm from Napanee, so I definitely have an accent compared
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
Torontonians.
I noticed it. Yeah.
So like they'll see me and be like, oh, this guy's from rural Napanee, like fuck this guy, he's clearly a conservative. And there'd be times where like we do an improv scene for audition, and a more conservative like take on reality would come through, and I just wouldn't get cast.
Oh,
And I
man.
wouldn't get
That's not
cast in any.
fair,
Oh no,
though.
it's awful. Like the amount of bias in Toronto when it comes to casting is like, if you're not, you know, you could just walk across, my guy. You're good.
Oh my god.
You know, while he's making noise, I'm just gonna grab this water real quick because I'm getting thirsty.
Guys, you didn't
Make-
see what just happened.
Make as much noise as you can. It's okay. We'll take
Jamal
a break. It's fine.
Oh my god, where are you going? Okay.
Be safe.
Guys, you didn't see what just happened. Jamal tried to not get in the camera view, but he had to crawl on the ground.
That was
That
great.
was funny. Anyways,
I was like, why is he doing that? And I'm like, oh right, there's a camera.
oh my good lord. But 100% you're right. I don't like that though, because Toronto, you guys just opened a Netflix studio for us to cast. We film a lot of Netflix shows here. It's Hollywood North. Toronto's a great place for acting.
Vancouver's
I-
Hollywood North.
Oh, is it?
Vancouver's Hollywood North. Toronto has a lot of film that's going on, like tons of
Didn't
film.
they film like Suits here?
Yeah, they film Suits here. I actually worked with one of the guys on Suits. I did I
No
I got
way.
cast once. I got cast once in an ACTRA project, and it was funny because it was from
Or wait, are you union or no?
no, I'm not union.
Okay, okay.
No, I got one union gig, and I got cast, and I was super excited. I was like, yes, I finally got cast. Took forever. They finally realized that it doesn't matter that I'm a more conservative.
Yeah, that
thinking
shouldn't
person.
matter.
Finally, let's go. I got it, and they were from fucking New Zealand. So like they came over, filmed their commercial, and then left, and no
That was one
no
commercial.
Canadians knew about me. Yeah, it was their in-flight safety video. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I got this fantastic gig. I got to be on film. I got to do my job. I got to work with I forget his name, but he's like the short bald guy on Suits. I'm sorry that I don't watch
What's
your
his
show.
name? The guy that looks like a mouse?
Sure. Yeah. But so I got to work with
What's
him.
his name? Lewis?
Yeah. I don't know. I
They,
I worked
they,
with the
they
guy. I
watch
don't know.
Suits. They
him.
like Suits here.
Yeah.
They know all the characters.
Yeah. So and I got that I got that gig, and I did it, and no one knows that it exists because it only aired in New Zealand. I'm like, you got to be fucking.
Actually, I got casted in early February to do a little commercial for an insurance company, I think, and that was also New Zealand. So no Canadians saw me either.
Bro,
And I've
they
only
love
been
me in
like,
New Zealand. I
yeah.
gotta just go there, which I'll
Yeah.
be fine with. You won't see me
I
complaining.
mean, like Toronto is one of the most liberal cities in the world. It's very
yeah.
modern.
Oh, yeah.
And it is a great city. But they, like I guess, expressing your political views on stuff,
No.
like it should. I don't maybe. It shouldn't even matter though for you to get casted for
I mean,
for a role.
Luck, like I loved, and it sucks because the COVID pandemic it ruined what we had. But my agent at the time, like she
Mhm.
knew I was conservative. Like she was very.
Yeah.
Like she was very aware of the way I thought life, like the way I just lived my life, and she loved that, and which I was so thankful for. Like she got me so many auditions, and I felt so bad because I'd go to audition after audition after audition, and never get cast. And
Aw,
part of it,
man.
and I
That's kind of why
part
I
of it
gave
I
up
think
too.
might have been concerned. And there's definitely the other like, I pass as white even though I'm Native American. I
You're
have
native?
black. I am. Yeah, I'm part Native American. I'm part Blackfoot on my father's side.
Okay, okay,
Um,
nice.
but yeah, like like there was one person at my church who does film. He films commercials for Chapman's ice cream. And
Nice.
he's a fantastic guy. I love him. And he came up to me twice because I auditioned for him twice. And he's just like, yeah, we cast a white guy in the older role, and I wasn't allowed to cast you, as I needed to either cast a person of color or a girl or like other things. Like
Oh
when it
man.
comes to acting, and this is, and like I'm not saying that they're targeting me because I'm white. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying like when it comes to the world of acting, they want to diversify
They are
everything,
diversifying
which is
stuff.
cool.
That's fine.
But at the same time, I would love to get a job because I love
Yeah.
my craft. I've spent years honing my craft. I
But
love
you know,
acting. I
that
love
is kind of racist to me though, because like you can be racist towards white people, and that's not fair. Because I feel like if someone comes with skill and
Yeah.
talent, I think that's what should matter. Diversity is good though. I would like to see black characters. I'd like to see Asian characters, but like it's getting too much. Like
Yeah.
you're doing too much.
I know one day I have the dream to one day make my own films and television series. I'm a writer.
Wow.
But like and when it comes to when it comes to casting for me, it'll be like, can you do your job? I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you're short. I don't care if you're tall. I
Yeah.
don't care what color your eyes are. I don't care. I want to know if you can embody the character that I have written. I 90% of the time, I'm probably gonna just close my eyes and listen to your voice. I'm very auditory. I'm very auditory.
Okay,
So
that's
I'll
great.
just like close. I'll just like listen. And if I like your voice, you're good. And so that might suck if you have like a shit voice. But
So you're a writer. So you want to write film.
I have a film that I'm working on right now.
Oh my gosh, that's
and
awesome.
and I have a
You can always
series.
cast me for something. I'd like to be casted.
I have my list of like personal friends that I would love
Yeah,
to
yeah.
cast, and then like, but I'm always like adding characters because it's 3 films that I'm writing, and I'm writing the first one right now, and then
Mhm.
hopefully, and then I also have a TV series that I'm working on as well. That's completely different genre.
And then you'll also
Um,
have to get like a budget and like a producer to work with you.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Which you can do that. That'd be sick.
yeah, and I have some directors that I worked with in Toronto on short films and stuff that
Mhm.
I've already like. I know that you will help me out a lot with this, or at least I hope you will. And so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I haven't like I've kept in somewhat contact with them. I just need to like buckle my ass down and finish my script. It's like a 90 something
Yeah.
pages right now, so I'm close. I just gotta
It's
like
pretty
get
cool
over all the
writing.
boring parts.
Yeah. I've been in like 3 independent films.
Nice.
I'm not on Actra though. Like
Yeah.
I did acting on the side. I'm a musician first.
Mhm.
But the beauty of acting that I like is that you don't have to necessarily fit a certain look. It's
No.
not like modeling, and it's not like
Not at all.
music.
Yeah.
Like we need characters to represent every age group,
hmm
every body type, every race, and it's people's whether they're conservative or liberal. It shouldn't matter. Like if you can play the role,
Yeah.
that's what should matter, and that's what I like about acting is like you can really embody a character. It's very deep.
Yeah.
Like compared to writing music, I know you did musical theater. What's your background with the musical theater stuff?
I just do musical theater. Like I did some musical theater in high school, and then I just finished
When
a
you
musical
were-
theater show April May. We did it, and it was nice. And I hadn't done theater since 2018, so it was a big like
Okay.
welcome myself back to this world. Like 2020, I kind of just shut down, focused
Theater's
on
hard.
YouTube. Theater is hard, but there's nothing like it. They're like because I've done films, and film is fun. And you look badass as
there's
fuck on film.
Of course.
And you get to do props and sets, and you look cool and all that. That's all great. There's no rush like theater. There's no rush like having a crowd right there, and if you fuck up, you have to fix it because you're not gonna like.
Oh
run
yeah,
off
it's
the
very
stage.
raw. It's organic. You're
Oh,
performing in front of
it's
a
so
bunch
real.
of people. You
Add
really
music.
have to.
Add music to that.
Yeah.
Show 10, your voice is gone, and it's just like, well, I guess I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
sing off key for this entire show.
Yeah, you have to be on point. There's
Oh.
no edit.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no editing.
no. So it's there. So there was nothing like it's a nice heroin shot. Not that I've done heroin, but like it's got to be something.
Yeah,
It's a whole different kind of drug. It's so and I love film, and I hope to get to do tons of film, but I will always go back to theater for like a whole like wake me up kind of thing.
Yeah. Theater is awesome, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
No,
yeah,
it's great.
I wasn't as talented with it. I just like to sing and like be in the studio. But like theater is really good, and I feel like improv is probably really fun too. But I
Improv's
feel you have to think on your feet. You have to be really intelligent to
Yeah,
do.
which
to do
very
improv.
much helps with what my TikTok content has turned towards.
Yes, yes.
Because I did 1 year like intensive focus of improv at Second City. And I was already decent with it before I did Second City, and I came to Second City. I was like, oh yeah, and I just enhanced my skills. And then I worked with
Second
Michael
City.
Gelman, who is in Toronto. I don't know if he's in Toronto anymore. I think he is.
Okay.
But he's fantastic.
Okay.
Definitely on
Yeah.
the left side of his political views. So you'll have to deal with the odd Trump rant, but like, but he's phenomenal teacher, one of the best teachers I've ever had in my life,
That's great.
and just brought a whole new level of like understanding how improv works, how
Yeah.
comedy, like just, and not just comedy, but like improv long form. You could just go, and so that's helped me so much with my TikToks and with ranting back.
I can
like,
definitely
banting
tell.
back and forth.
Yeah,
and being able to pick
you're
up a
definitely the
conversation.
most energetic guest I've had so far.
I didn't watch the videos and be like, man, I need to liven this show up. I didn't do that at all.
No,
I don't
no,
know
no.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, but you are definitely the most energetic guest I've had so far, and I love it.
Thank you. That's
yeah.
what I try to like. I try to bring the energy, because
Definitely.
energy's fun. Because if you because then hopefully it drags you in more, because people's attention spans are
Yeah.
that like that, and mine is as well.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I think that helps with my being able to continue to talk, is because I'll talk for forever. I don't care, because if I don't talk, I'm gonna freak out. So we'll just continue to talk. We'll be fine.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Yeah, man, this has been a great conversation. Like, we like. Oh, that creeped me out for a second.
Oh, you came from behind. Okay.
Let's just talk about one thing, though. Do you believe in the skinwalkers? That side of TikTok scares me.
I've seen some videos that are like, yo, that dog's fucked. And
Right?
then they say skin, and it looks scary. I don't know. I would love for, because if skinwalkers are real, then that means other magical animals are real. I would like to hope.
Creatures.
Like magical creatures. Yeah, like Wendigos would be so freaking cool. I wouldn't want to fuck with one.
What is a
But, like,
Wendigo?
It's Native American lore. It's like basically if you eat someone, you turn, like if you turn to cannibalism, you like turn into this flesh eating crazy monster. And like I wouldn't want to fuck with a Wendigo, but if a Wendigo was like alive, that'd be kind of cool. Like,
Oh my god.
but there's like snow giants, or like, or I guess
Yeah,
for some
yeah,
people
I've
it's
seen
like
those.
for some people it's like the Sasquatch. I'm like, nah, bro, adlets are like a whole, or wolf. I think the wolf people.
Yeah.
God, like, dude, werewolves would be so fun.
That
This
would
is
be cool.
completely into the fantasy side of things, which is what my TV series is about. But anyway, but I'd love, if skinwalkers exist, then other magical creatures exist,
Yeah.
and I'd love that, but I haven't seen one, so I don't know.
Aliens for sure.
Aliens for sure.
Yeah. but,
No
but yeah,
comment on that one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't dived into that side. I don't want to, honestly.
Yeah. But TikTok's great for that, though.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen some whack shit on TikTok where I'm just like, dude, it could be, and I don't think I want to know.
Yeah, no, that would creep me out. We were watching Signs last night, so that I didn't really.
Have
sleep
you
well.
gone down flat earther side of TikTok?
Yes.
It's fucking wild. Like, I've seen some flat earther videos, and I'm like,
I don't know, man. The
I
Earth is
don't
not
know.
flat, but there's a lot of elites and a lot of red pill people.
That stuff I
and-
totally believe.
Yeah, they believe in there's a strong community out there that believes that the Earth is flat, but I still don't think it's flat.
Yeah, I don't believe in flat. Do I believe in like the government controlling us, wanting to take over, having us, like brainwashed
sure.
into it, like 100%. And it sucks because I see people that do their NPC lifestyle, live their
Yep.
do their NPC stuff. It's like, bro, you're not a video game character. My God, just wake up.
I would hate to be. I'm not an NPC, but sometimes I see people and I'm like, you're an NPC.
Oh, bro, just at Wonderland today.
Yeah,
The amount of NPCs, bro. It's like, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Like, you're standing still in the middle of the road. I'm trying to get to my next ride, bro. And and being in lines for rides, I hear people say the same thing, like on repeat.
There's a theory about that like there are
Some of them-
people
some of
that
them are.
just NPCs and they don't. There's nothing. They don't think to themselves.
No,
They don't have conversations in their head. They're
Yeah.
they're just NPCs. They're literally
Yeah.
NP
My brother brought this
non-playable
to my
characters.
attention because he's a math guy, and he's just like, did you know the average IQ of like human race is like 70? And that
What?
Yeah.
That's borderline.
70, yeah, which is borderline Down syndrome because it's at 60 or something like
It's,
that around
I hate to use the word, but the word is it's retardation,
there. Yeah.
which means to be slow,
Yes.
right? So, but
And-
that I think the IQ of 70 is
is
when you
pretty
are.
freaking close. And he's just like,
There's no way that average.
that's what he said. I
I
don't
think the
remember.
average might be like 105.
I don't think it's that high. Cause look at the world, and you'd be
What?
because once he told me that, I like woke up. I was like, there's a lot of 70 IQers out here. There's a lot of slow people that just like live their life robotically, and they
Like we were saying, like docile, like
Docile,
sheep, and
yes,
they
100%,
go to
yeah.
a 9 to 5 job. They do that until there's retirement,
I can't
and
do a
that
9
is
to
it.
5. It's just it,
You
it
can't.
sucks my and my brother
Well, it
since
drains the soul out
oh
of you.
my brother has like since gone to work. He works at a bank now, and he works a 9 to 5. Man's has gotten so depressed. He's gotten so sad. He's gotten
There's more to life.
oh
man.
and they're and like he's in the mindset of like I want to
Okay.
make money to build a house, which is great, but at the same time you got to be happy, bro. So we took him to Wonderland today, and he like livened up a little bit. We took him rock climbing the
That's
other
nice
day.
of you.
And,
How was Wonderland?
it was busy. It was a July Saturday. There you go. That's
It's kind
the
of
answer.
rainy and
It
and
rained at
musty
the
out.
very end of the day. It
Did you
rained
go
at-
on the roller coasters or not?
Yeah. We waited an hour for Leviathan. And then we walked on to Wildebeest, which was cool.
Some of these roller coasters though they're malfunctioning, and I saw one that malfunctioned, the one that spins, not the roller coaster, one of the other
Windseeker,
ones.
the one.
Yeah,
that was,
it just stopped in the middle of the air or some
yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah. There's a couple. So I've been there a couple times this year because we bought season passes because we hadn't done Wonderland in a long time, and I knew that I was because my friend.
Wonderland is cool.
Yeah.
When there's no stupid fights and stupidness.
I know. I asked my friend, "Is like, hey, do you want to go?" She lives in Scarborough, and she's like, "Hey, do you want to come to Wonderland with us?" She's like, "No, bro, I don't want to get stabbed."
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, "You're not." There's like 3 burly dudes with you. You're gonna, or not burly, but like there's 3 guys with you. You're not gonna get stabbed. Like if anything, you're gonna stab me because I
Yeah.
decided to run my mouth.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like you're fine. And
But I'm glad you still had a good time.
right, yeah, I know. But it was scary. The first time we were there was Mother's Day this year for my mom, and there were like cops walking around. It's like, why are there cops here?
Yeah,
dude?
no,
Like, this-
it's getting a bit
and
rough.
it's just like, bro, why are you stabbing people at Wonderland? That's like
It's
stabbing
the
someone at
youths.
Disney. Like, don't do it. You're just keep your knife in your pockets and go stab an apple or any other fruit or vegetable. You don't need to stab a living person, my guy. I've never stabbed anyone.
Toronto's been getting kind of crazy with though, like the
today
Wonderland,
there
and
was a
then
stabbing on the
yeah,
subway, or
yeah,
yesterday.
the TTC stuff is getting a bit. Why
and
are
I
they
used
doing
to
that?
and I used to ride the TTC, and I never had a problem. And then I left, and I heard about the odd stabbing, and then I left Toronto, and there was like stabbings every
Yeah.
couple weeks. So I'm like, lol, I'm glad I got
Things
the hell
have
out of
escalated from COVID for sure.
Dodge. Yeah.
But yeah, we've been having a great conversation, and I'm really happy that you came, and your TikTok is awesome.
Thank you.
What I want you to do though is like yeah, let us know all of your socials and where people can find you,
Sure.
and then we'll also put it at the end of the video.
I can't believe I'm plugging something right now. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so I hate everything that I'm doing right now. But if you want to go and see more of me,
Yeah.
especially on my comedy side of things, if you're tired of the anger, youtube.com/Alex McClary's Life is a good time. We play video games. We play a lot of horror games. So you
Oh, I love
basically
that.
instead of me being angry all the time, you just see me shit my pants. So it's great. And then of course I have my streaming service as well. Fuck Twitch. I started streaming on Kick. It's the new.
Yeah, Kick
it's
is
the-
better.
It's the new thing. They
still
also
like
like
Twitch,
pay their creators, which is you should do that. So kick.com/Alex McClary's Life, and then of course my TikTok. TikTok.com/ I don't know if TikTok is a .com. I said that in a video. So
It's just at.
it's at Alex McClary's Life on TikTok, and yeah, like you will laugh, or at least I'll try to. I'll also tell you a fuck ton of truth, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
And if there's anyone else that wants to get in contact with me and have
Yeah,
me on
for
there,
sure.
like I'll gladly. I'm sick and tired of working working service industry because people fucking suck. So I'm more than happy to go anywhere and do anything.
Well, you're totally welcome back to come, and we'll have another conversation. with
Hell
your dad.
yeah.
I love these conversations because they can go for hours, but then of course we have time limits and stuff. But
Yeah. How long have we been going for?
I think.
Fuck me.
Yeah, man.
I thought, it's honestly felt like 20 minutes.
To me it felt like 20 minutes when I looked at my phone, but the thing is the conversation was rich and deep and with
Good.
of
I hope I
substance,
was
right?
able to bring the anger / energy I went through. I've calmed down since like at the beginning. I remember I was like, Trudeau, and then Ford, you could go kill yourself too, and all that,
Oh,
and then
man.
we just started talking about like Wonderland and stuff, and I calmed right down.
You don't know. Yeah, it was a good conversation. I definitely enjoyed it. So thank you again for coming.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, so this is Alex, everyone, and you're watching The Heat with Keats. Again, I'm your host, and again, you can we'll put all his socials at the end of this as well. So thank you again for coming.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll send you. Yeah, we'll send you like a copy of this and stuff like that,
Awesome.
so you can post it on your
Well,
TikTok. Because
thank-
I would love
good.
I would love for this conversation to go on TikTok
Woo.
and for people to hear this because it was great.
Good.
But yeah, thank you again so much. And any last words that you want to say for the fans?
Bye. Because that's how I've been ending my videos for the last little while. So that's how I'll do it.
Fantastic. Okay, I'm out. I'm your girl Nikita. This is The Heat with Keats.
The clouds.
Hi, I'm Alex McClary. You're watching The Heat with Keats. Subscribe for more.